Welcome back to Mastering the Mindset Shifts, where every day is a boot camp and every day we push past our limits with faith, discipline, and that's right, that Kobe Bryant edge. I'm your host, Steph. You can call me Coach Steph, but I'm also known as Stephanie Williams. I am a certified life coach and my niche is accountability. So let me keep you accountable today. Today, we're going head to head with one of the oldest and loudest enemies we all face. That's right, fear. Let's get into it. Fear is universal. It shows up in our thoughts, our relationships, our dreams, and especially when we're about to do something new or bold. But here's the truth. Fear isn't itself the real enemy. The enemy is letting fear decide what you do or don't do. Think about that. Think about the military mindset. We don't train to never feel fear. We train to function despite of it. And fear becomes data, not the destiny. Kobe Bryant called fear an illusion, something our minds create when we're focused on what might go wrong instead of what is possible. And scripture reminds us, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7. You want to stay there for a moment. And you really want to meditate on that because it really is diving into the innermost part of you. And so Paul is talking to Timothy and he's guiding him. So this is a mentor-mentee kind of relationship going on here. But this means that fear isn't part of our original design. Courage is. Let's get practical. All right. So I'm going to identify, and you can too with me, identify the area where fear has you stuck. So I would think fear has me stuck when it comes to speaking to my children, right? Because I always feel like, oh, they're going to reject me. It's going to always be that moment of fear for me. But I launch past it, and you can launch past your biggest fear too. So you're going to identify the area where fear has you stuck. Maybe it's launching that business, having a conversation, or writing your book. Like, what is your fear? Then you're going to write down the fear story. What exactly are you telling yourself? So in this story, I'm telling myself the kids are not going to want to hear what you have to say. They are not going to call. They're not going to be around. They just feel like you're not allowing to express themselves, and therefore they want no parts of you. Now that's the story I'm telling myself. All right. So what is the story you're telling yourself? So write down the fear story. What exactly are you telling yourself? And then you have to replace it with the truth statement. I'm equipped to tell my children what is right for them and what I see the error is for them. Now, do I project on them? Absolutely not. I don't project on them because that's a scarcity mindset and it's also fear mongering. So I'm not going to do that, but I am equipped and I am backed by God because He's given me the authority to help to shift with them. And I am disciplined and I'm ready. I'm capable. I can do this and I'm going to have my conversation and it's going to be what it needs to be. Are you going to have yours? Are you going to do what you need to do? Are you going to do the things? Are you going to be demure? Every time the fear story shows up, you speak truth back to it. That's how you train your mind to lead your feelings and not follow them. Here's your drill for this week. Each morning, you're going to write down one fear you're carrying. Then right beside it, one small action you'll take to walk through it, no matter how small. End of day by asking, did I let fear lead me or did I lead myself through fear? And remember, movement is power. Even a small step forward is a victory over fear. I want you to think about this. I want you to sit with Psalms 27:1 this week. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And then just pray a simple prayer. Lord, replace my fear with faith. Help me, help my unbelief. I believe, but help the parts of me that have a hard time because I'm having a hard time. Let me see this through your eyes and not my limitations. Because faith doesn't cancel out fear instantly, but it gives you a reason to keep walking through it. I saw on social media the other day, someone said, Christianity is the new trend. Immediately, something kind of rose in me and was like, why couldn't it be that the person that was saying this or the people, why couldn't it be a statement that said, my life is so much of a depiction as a disciple that what I am doing is causing others to want what I have, which is Christ. I mean, why couldn't that be the statement? I don't think that Christianity is being a trend. I think there are really genuine disciples that are walking the walk. And because they are walking the walk the way that it needs to be walked, people are changing their lives. There's two things going on here. The comment was Christianity is becoming trendy. But the statement that I'm making is, could it be because you are being a disciple, a person of discipline, a person of character, a person that is showing up the way that you are supposed to according to the Gospels as a disciple, following Christ, that someone else sees that and says, and that's why I'm a Christian. And I too am a disciple who's following Christ. At the end of the week, I want you to open up your journals and I want you to ask yourself, did I take action on something that scares me? I'm going to tell you, even speaking this, I am a Christian. And I am doing my very best to walk as a disciple. It is not trying. Trying is lying, as my coach says. But I am. Did I practice faith instead of rehearsing fear? How did I feel afterwards? Write it down. Track your growth. Because overcoming fear is a practice, not a single event. Y'all ready? We always do it. Let's go into our no excuse contract. Let's lock this in together. Today, I choose faith over fear. I will act, I will speak, and create even when I'm afraid. I will not make excuses. Signed, Stephanie Williams on today. Keep it where you can see it, okay? I walked in faith today. I spoke in faith today, and I am acting out Micah as much as I can with love, mercy, and justice. All right? So fear shows up to test your readiness, but it doesn't get the final word. Keep showing up. Keep moving forward. Discipline over doubt, right? Faith over fear. Thanks for spending this time with me. I am Coach Steph. Just call me Stephanie. And I'll see you next week as we keep building what God called us to build. Until then, stay ready, stay faithful, and keep shifting your mindset.